So we will go on with the second part of our biodistribution pipeline. So in the first part, I explained you your folder structure, how to create the cropping in the pipeline settings, and how to perform the multi-subject cropping in batch mode. In this video, I will explain you how to create the atlas file that is then needed as an orientation to run the AI tools for the automated body organ and tumor segmentation. So we will go on with the sorted folder that we just created, where we have for each mouse that is cropped each time point. So the first, the 4, so the 1, the 4, and the 24 hours time point. We will go into the first one and open the underlay, so RCT. That's all we need at the moment. So you can see this is now your cropped first mouse here for the first time point. Looks quite nice. And I would recommend that you check every mouse quite quickly if the cropping is good, so that there's nothing cutted on any side, so that there's nothing missing. We will open the axial and the coronal view, and we now use our AI tool. It's this one here. Go to the body segmentation. So that means that we have the window for the atlas over the whole mouse, and we quickly adjust in the axial and the coronal view. You can also open the sagittal view, but it's okay when you adjust it on these two views. So I'll just quickly less. So that looks good. And then we can save that. You can name it as you like. I will name it Atlas Body. So copy paste, I don't have to type it all the time. Then I will activate the batch mode so that we can click through the mice quite quickly in Imalytics. So I will go to batch, manage batch settings, update settings. Now you will see that you have the underlay open and all the 3 different time points for the first mouse. And when I now activate that, you will have all the 12 scans, so all the 3 different time points for all the 4 mice. And we can now click to the next mouse with F11. That's the shortcut for the next subject. We don't want to save that here. So just quickly adjust also that one. You can use the same atlas for all of them, but I would recommend really to save the others quickly for each mouse and each time point. Go to the next mouse. You can also see that here we're now at the 24-hour scan of mouse 1. Adjust that one. Or less like that. Save. Go to the next one. So, okay. Next one. So it takes a little while, but it's absolutely worth it to have a nice organ segmentation also. Next one. Now we're already at mouse 2, 24 hours. Okay. Next one. So almost done. Now it's M3, 4 hours time point. Of course, the more mice you have, the more time it takes. Okay. Save. Next one. Oops. Save. And last mouse, mouse 4, first time point. Save. 4 hours time point. And the 24 hours time point. Okay, then what we can do now is to use the inferencing here. So, of course, first you have to activate the batch mode, what we already did. So batch, manage batch settings, update settings, activate. Then we go to inferencing and we have to select the atlas body file and we have to name the result segmentation. In this case, I'm using the body segmentation AI mode. So I will name it body, but as you can name it as you like. Also here you can perform a dry one or you directly go to run and then you will see it runs through all the scans and time points. And when we go into the folder, we can now see that there is a body segmentation file created. This will be now created for all the different time points. So it takes a while. Now we have it here for mouse 3 already. Just check the last time point for mouse 4. So it's almost done. Okay, that's also here now, and it's written that it's complete. So we can close that one. So we have now our body segmentation. Then we will perform the organ segmentation. So we change the model here to the organ segmentation. We can use the same atlas for the body segmentation. We again go to the inferencing, select the atlas file, and we now say that these are the organs or whatever you want to name it. Run. And the same thing is going on. So now it creates the organ segmentation. Okay, almost done. This goes now a little bit faster. Okay, that's complete. Let's just check also the last scan was for 24 hours. Yeah, so there is the organ segmentation. And then I will check that. So we can now close this and open for the first mouse. Again, Yenderley. And then drag and drop the body segmentation. We can again activate the batch settings. So again, manage settings, update settings and activate. And then we can quickly check how it's looking. And of course, we can do corrections at the end. For example, here we can correct the holes. So for example, we can use segmentation tool, go from underlay to body. Sorry, I want to use the scribbles tool. And then just in just a few steps, you go through. So you first click to connect, then to accept, and then you delete the mask. Now you see that this hole is, for example, closed, and you can also do that for the other ones. But in total, the body segmentation is looking quite nice. We can also open the 3D view, and you see almost the whole mouse is now segmented. So you can quickly go through the batch mode and check all the mice here. So that's looking quite good. Of course, you can do corrections. So just quickly go through and roughly check that. It's quite good. Okay. So you can see the AI tool for the body segmentation is already really good. Of course, there are small things that you could correct. So that's mouse for 1 hour. Okay, we will leave it like that, and then we open again the underlay and then our organ segmentation and check this one. Here, organ segmentation. Also activate the batch mode again, update settings, activate. Maybe we can also open the coronal view and then quickly check. So the bladder, for example, is quite good already. Heart and lungs is looking quite good. For the kidneys, we, for example, could correct here that it's a little bit going out of the right kidney. The liver is looking quite good. Sometimes the liver goes over the ribs, but we are still working a lot to make that better and better. And there will also come more and more organs on top, like the intestine, spleen, and so on. In this case, I also have a tumor here, so a tumor on the right shoulder. So I can use our tumor segmentation AI tool, and I will open the atlas body file that I just saved, just to have the atlas again. And then I will just run the tumor segmentation, that one here. And now you can see, okay, it looks quite good already, that the tumor is completely segmented. And I will save the organ segmentation, that the tumor is included. Then I will jump to the next mouse. I can also here load the atlas file, run the tumor segmentation, and in addition check the other organs. So kidneys are looking quite good here, liver also. Just move the atlas. Bladder is looking good, heart, lungs, and so on. That's how you can check the mice quite quickly and also add your tumor segmentation if you have a subcutaneous tumor, for example. So that is looking good. I will save it. Jump to the next one. Add tumor segmentation. Quickly check the organs. So here, for example, I would remove a little bit of the liver just to show you an example. I would again use the scribbles tool, go from liver to unclassified, and zoom in a little bit, and then in a few steps, for example, in the coronal view, I would remove the ribs on that side. Okay, connect, accept, delete, and then you have here the ribs out of the liver. So this is just an example how you could correct that. Okay, everything else seems to be good. Then I will save that, jump to the next one. And that's how you could do that. So I'll just quickly create the tumor segmentation, load the atlas file, save, jump to the next one. Of course, you should check all of them, just takes a little bit of time, so I will not do that now for all of them, but I will add the tumor segmentation for all of them. Okay, next one, load the atlas, tumor, save segmentation. Next one, load the atlas, just check what the tumor is, start, save, and so on. Okay. If you want to jump back, you can also press F10 and you will also see the shortcuts here. Load the atlas, tumor. That was too early. Load the atlas. Start. Okay, save the segmentation. Now I'm already at the fourth mouse for hours time point. Okay. And last one. Yeah, looks good. Kidneys, bladder, liver, heart, lungs, and the tumor. Safe. Okay, now we are done with that. And just quickly checking. Yes, the next stuff comes in the third video. Okay, so now you already know how to create your scan folder, perform the cropping, pipeline settings, and the multi-subject cropping, how to create your atlas file, and how to run the AI tools for the body segmentation, the organ segmentation, and the tumor segmentation. See you in the next video.